Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first show of The Method. I'm so excited that we are starting today. I have some really great guests coming up, as well as partners of mine. We're going to talk about different things they're doing in the community, and then also how The Method is going to be collaborating with them. Our first guest today is Santiago from Beyond the Wine. Hi, welcome.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming out here. I know you're busy. You're a very busy man, so I appreciate you taking this time to come and talk with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So, tell everyone when you actually started Beyond the Wine.
We actually opened in December of 2019.
Okay.
So the perfect timing to open up a lounge slash bar in Fresno.
Yes.
So pre-COVID.
Yes. And so how did you guys, can you tell us a few things that you did that helped get you guys through 2020? Because you guys were still really fresh.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we jumped on the bandwagon like everyone else did with doing some takeout and, just being available for that. I can tell you that really didn't do the trick, but it did keep us afloat. So, we had, luckily, even in the short period of time that we were open before, we had some very loyal and supporting customers that really kind of came through for us, during the times that we were actually given an opportunity to reopen throughout 2020. So thank you to them, because
Yes.
they really did support us throughout that year. But then we also started getting into doing some events outdoors. That became kind of the norm. People wanted to do things outside. And so our space is relatively small. It's a lounge, so we're not built for having a lot of people in there. Number one, but number two, we don't have the luxury of that whole like really large patio and things like that. So, and we weren't really in a position to kind of do the whole parking lot thing where we're putting up tents and things like that. Our parking lot's just not built for that. So we were fortunate enough, kind of blessed to have a property or a parcel on our property that is got a beautiful landscape. It overlooks the San Joaquin River, kind of sits up high. It's kind of a hidden gem back behind our property. So we've been using that property now since about October of last year, off and on, but now we're going pretty strong back there.
Yeah, and that's every Saturday right now, right?
So it is. So we skip a couple of Saturdays here and there just because of like certain holidays or things like that, or maybe big events that are going on. But for the most part, it's every Saturday right now, and we're going all the way through June. And then we're going to take a little break in July and August. As everyone knows, the heat here in Fresno is pretty tough. So then we'll start back up in September and October.
Awesome, awesome. Doing some really great things. And I must say, that is a little gym back there, because
It is.
Steven Sanchez and we were there last Saturday with
Right.
you guys, hanging out all night. And oh my gosh, and the sunset just coming down right there.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just really overlooking the bluffs. I can't even say.
Yeah.
You got to see it. You got to come out to see it.
For sure, yeah.
Words can't really describe out there.
No, it's beautiful. I mean, plenty of parking, which is amazing. I mean, we had an event out there recently where there was, just in that one back spot, 550 cars that were being showcased, old hot rods and things like that. So as far as parking is concerned, it's definitely not a problem. And then we go all the way up to the front of our property where all of our restaurants are as well. And so we're never going to run out of parking, put it that way.
Oh, I know. Well, I know when we were first going, because it was our first time at the event, I'm like, where is it? And so I told Steven, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back and get my car, because I feel like it's like around the corner back here. It has to be. And once we went out there, I can't believe how nice the parking is out there.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then with the grass area, and how you guys had the dance floor and the music just to listen to, and the weather's beautiful right now. It was definitely something that people have to check out, and they can do that. And what time does that normally run on Saturdays?
So we start at 5 o'clock and we go till 10. And people usually start coming around 4:30. But every Saturday we have at least 2 bands. There is some Saturdays where we have a few more. And of course we have vendors out there, all local vendors, as well as some food trucks. So it's really a great time, and it's been amazing, like over the last month or so doing these events, how gracious people are and so happy to just be able to get out. Obviously we're adhering to all the social distancing and things of that nature, but to see people get out and really enjoy themselves and still be safe, Like I said, people are just been, I've been overwhelmed with the amount of people that have come up to me and just thanking me for, hosting an event like that.
Yes, well, and definitely because I think right now, of course, coming out of COVID, we're all still trying to be safe, but we do have a lot of the vaccines. People are getting
Absolutely.
vaccinated now. But to see people happy and living again, it's really priceless.
Oh, for sure, for sure. And that's been probably, one of the things I take away from every event is just knowing that, hundreds of people are coming out, they're having a great time. And in all honesty, like every week we do these events, they're getting bigger, they're selling out faster. We have been selling tickets at the gate for most of the events, but I can tell you that in the next couple of weeks, as we continue to do these events, I don't think there's going to be any tickets available at the gate anymore.
Yeah.
It's really, the word's starting to get out. It's a great part. It's a great, like you said, venue. And really, it's just ideal if you want to just come hang out, listen to some great music, enjoy some amazing food. And we're out there serving up, some great cocktails and some local craft beer, as well as, we have some of our partners in the wine industry that come out and do some tastings. So this coming Saturday, we have a local winery, Cardella Winery. They come out.
Awesome.
And so not only can you buy a bottle of wine while you're out there and enjoy the music, but you can actually taste some of their wine that they have. And, it's just a nice experience to be able to get out there and do that.
That's awesome. And, with the events, can we also talk about your nonprofit?
Oh, sure.
As well.
Yes.
Yes. Tell us
yes.
about that, because there's also something really neat about your event. Not only are you doing this for the community and also local vendors, you're also giving back to the community as well.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about that.
So, the seed was planted last year, and it was during the Creek Fire events. We actually had one of these events, and we turned it into a fundraiser. So really, I kind of got bit by the bug, I guess, of giving back. And so the beginning of this year, we launched our own nonprofit organization called Beyond Acts of Kindness. And so now that's really an entity of its own. And that is really what's kind of driving these events and moving forward. And so really we've been in the community vetting benefactors, looking for the right collaboration here in the community, whether it's other nonprofits, of things of that nature, but we're also, really kind of nimble, where this organization, we can service the needs of I guess I should say the immediate needs. So if something comes up in the area, something similar to like the Creek Fire, what have you, then we can ensure that we're able to support. So, I mean, that's just honestly more of a passion project for me, where yes, we're putting on these events and, we're having a great time, but at the end of the day, our goal is to really give back to the community. I mean, they've given to us, they've kept us afloat, like I said, through 2020. So it's only fair that, we look for opportunities to be able to give back.
Yes, definitely. And can I mention our collaboration?
Yes,
I'm
absolutely.
so excited to mention this live right now on my first show.
Yeah.
So Back actually contacted me.
Yeah.
And since we like to support local, she sent me to you, which was great. We met. I felt like we had nice ideas that came together, and just our passion for the community and giving back. And definitely coming out of COVID, I think both you and I can definitely say we know firsthand just how hard it can be, and to watch the people around you too, especially having a business. But we are going to start May 8th, day before Mother's Day, which is actually going to be a giveaway on our first VIP seating. And so you'll have to stay tuned to hear a little bit more about that. But we are going to have a nice VIP station for you, as well as some drinks.
That's right.
Some food. Your hair is going to get done before. And you're also going to get a photo shoot of your own by Urban Eye Photography. So keep watching, because we're definitely going to tell you more about that. So if we're talking about even giving back beyond, the VIP stations and that, I know that you had talked to different homes and stuff. Is that something that we can bring up today? Because I know last time we were talking about even maybe like doing like a clothes drive with one of the homes that you were talking about. I know you may not be able to mention the name.
Yes.
But we definitely have even different ideas, even beyond the events too.
Absolutely. So one of the benefactors that we've been discussing, or going back and forth with, and we had discussed, how else can we help with these events? So monetary is great, and everybody loves to take on some extra cash and how they can use that. But at the end of the day, there's still other things that are needed, especially when we talk about those in the community that are helping with housing and things of that nature. So we've discussed, what's the end then? What else can we do besides the monetary? And so we've discussed, being able to turn some of our events into maybe a clothes drive, things of that nature where people can come and bring their, lightly used garments that we can be
Yes.
able to donate back to some of these organizations as well, which I think was an amazing idea. And I think that anybody going to an event is always going to have something that they can donate, right? So really
Definitely.
with the hundreds of people that come out to these events, if just a few people bring some things, I mean, we'll definitely collect quite a few items. And I think that is really where it's going to be impactful. And we can help out, more people through these events. And that's really the key. The key is, how can we help the community and how can we bring people together and really be, Fresno strong?
Yes, I know. There's so much to offer here. And just after collaborating with you and all the ideas that you have, I definitely see working with you and especially like on the nonprofit and the events.
Absolutely.
I feel like you're going to really help me grow in that way and be like a mentor in a way because being a part of a nonprofit, that's always been a goal, for me. And so I'm so excited to be
Yes.
collaborating with you and I can't wait to show more of what's going on with you guys. Also, we will be showing behind the scenes on the Read Report, which will be featured not this Friday, but the next on Channel 53. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. Also, everything that we talk with Beyond the Wine, we also will be showcasing after the show. Everything that we just did this last weekend. There's just so much to tell. So many beautiful people out there, just like Santiago. And is there anything else that you want to add?
Oh, I would definitely say, we'd love to see more support from the community to strengthen our efforts to be able to give back. But we've seen an overwhelmingly amount of support now. But like I said, it's a beautiful venue. People definitely need to come check it out. People can, follow us at Beyond the Wine North on all social sites. And that's a great way to be able to find some tickets as well. So, I mean, I think really that's really the key is just getting people together right now. We can talk more about, some giveaways here in the future and, people can follow our pages and see that we do some giveaways as well for our tickets. So if people
Yes.
jump on there, there's definitely a way to be able to at least get out to that first one and experience it. But I can tell you that once people come out, they're hooked. They
Yes,
want to come out
definitely.
again. So a lot of repeat people that come out from week to week. So it's a good time.
Well, I know. I'm already like, okay, because I know
Yeah.
I'll be starting with you in May, but I'm
Yeah.
like, when am I going to the
Yeah,
next
you're like,
one
what
in
Saturday do I
between?
have free, right? That's what people were saying. So, and now our lounge is open as well. So we're in the same center there at Park Place on Palm and Nice. So our lounge is open now. Our capacity is growing. So we're now, hosting people inside. We do have some seating outside as well, but we're hosting inside. We're now back to doing some wine tastings and things like that. So people have just been really overwhelmed and being able to come in and actually like have a drink with us, whether it's inside or outside, whichever they feel most comfortable. And we've been starting doing live music again and things of that nature. So
Yeah,
it's
and you
fun.
guys, if you want to touch real quick, just tell them about Wednesday and Thursdays, and then we'll wrap up where they can find you at and get some of those tickets.
Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, so Thursday nights, we can come out. We have kind of like local DJs that come out and do some music with us on Thursday nights from 6 to 9. Friday nights is always a big hit. I mean, we start a little bit late, but we're there out from like 8:30 to 12. So people can find us and get tickets for any of these events. And most of the events that we do inside our lounge are typically always free. So we always have a ton of events going on in some different venues as well. Not only our own, but we also do some events at other venues as well. And so we have some big Cinco de Mayo plans coming up, which we just launched tickets today. But even on Eventbrite, you just go check us out at Beyond the Wine, and there's no way you're not going to be able to find any of our tickets on there.
Yeah, and real quick, just shoot them your Instagram.
Yeah. So yeah, follow us on Beyond the Wine North. That's where we're at on all platforms. So Instagram especially, and people can jump on there and like I said, start following us on there. You can jump on there today, find one of the events. I think we could probably give some tickets away tonight. People jump
Awesome.
on there and follow us on Instagram. In the comment, put the method. And we'll give away the next 20 people that start following. We'll give some tickets away tonight.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, guys? So just put in The Method on Instagram, and they're going to be giving away 20 tickets for the first 20 people who follow them.
That's right.
Thank you again, Santiago. I just appreciate you, and I'm really honored to start collaborating with you.
It's going to be exciting.
It is, and I just can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait for May to come. Stay tuned, guys, because we do have some more guests coming up. Next one is going to be Austin Reed. Lucky to be working with him as I collaborate with him as well, and we'll see you soon.
Cremation and burial planning. Simply speaking, we need to talk. Are your final wishes cremation or burial? The three most frequently asked questions about planning your cremation or burial plans are: 1. If my death occurred tomorrow, my funeral would be arranged by whom? 2. If my death occurred tomorrow, the money needed to pay for my funeral would come from where? And 3. If my death occurred tomorrow, I would expect my funeral to cost? Call today to set up a time to talk and pre-plan your final wishes. Call Ross Rice at 559-325-1201. Email Ross Rice at ross@riceinsbenefits.com or visit rossrice.myhomehq.biz.
When you get hungry, remember Barbecue Bob.
Location is 409 Fresno Street on the corner of Fresno and Jones on the Golden West side of Fresno. The phone number is 559-375-1259, and we invite you to come out. You will not be disappointed.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Cremation and burial planning. Simply speaking, we need to talk. Are your final wishes cremation or burial? The three most frequently asked questions about planning your cremation or burial plans are: 1. If my death occurred tomorrow, my funeral would be arranged by whom? 2. If my death occurred tomorrow, the money needed to pay for my funeral would come from where? And 3. If my death occurred tomorrow, I would expect my funeral to cost? Call today to set up a time to talk and pre-plan your final wishes. Call Ross Rice at 559-325-1201. Email Ross Rice at ross@riceinsbenefits.com or visit rossrice.myhomehq.biz.
Back on the method, and I'm so excited to bring in our next guest. A little funny, he's always interviewed me, but now it's my turn, and he doesn't know what I'm going to ask. No.
I feel like I'm on an airplane for the first time. This is weird.
Like being the guest on my show now.
Exactly.
I know, it's like not Freaky Friday, it's Freaky Thursday.
Freaky Thursday.
And now I'm in your spot.
I know. I'm sweating already.
Right? No. No, it's going really great. And thank you so much, Austin, for coming on to the show. I definitely wanted to have you on because starting now, we are definitely going to be collaborating a lot more. We've already been working together, talking about things, but people are going to be able to see us a lot more together. And the fun little, the fun jokes and like our chemistry that we have as talk show hosts and getting Fresno out there, right?
Right. That's what it's about.
So for people who maybe haven't seen your show before, maybe they're tuning on because they're coming through the method and they don't know about Central Valley Talk and the Read Report. Can you fill us in a little bit about that?
Sure. It'd be my pleasure. So, yeah, I've been doing broadcasting for 20 years, and I got to Central Valley Talk only a couple months ago. And, of course, Central Valley Talk is the place to be. It's awesome. It's local. It's live. We bring anybody and everybody on our show, right? And we really like to focus on local businesses. And with this whole COVID pandemic, the last year, it's been extremely tough for businesses to survive. So that's kind of our first focus is bringing these businesses on the air. And Central Valley Talk, owned by Mike Briggs, he started this 13 years ago. And we love featuring what's cool and great about not just Fresno, but Clovis and Madera and Visalia, Sanger.
The whole Central
Madera
Valley.
Ranchos, the whole Central Valley, yeah. We also feature artists and authors and musicians, comedians. So if you've got a business or you're maybe just an independent contractor and you want to promote what you're doing, then come on our show. We film every single week. We interview anywhere from 20 to 40 guests a week. And it's just great. And I love Mike Briggs. He's phenomenal. And he brought me on, like I said, a couple months ago. And I'm having a great time. And it's just a lot of fun. The reward, because there's so many streams of media these days, right?
Definitely.
You've got television with ABC 30 and CBS 47, et cetera, et cetera. You've got the newspaper. You've got radio stations. But a lot of what is happening in traditional broadcasting is you're not getting the full story, and you're just getting little, maybe 30-second sound bites.
Definitely.
A lot of radio stations, they're just automated now. So there's nobody live interviewing the people
Wait. We're live right now?
I think we're live right now, yeah.
No one told me that we're live right now.
Well, that's okay.
Just kidding.
I'm always live. Anywhere, anytime.
Right? Okay, so, and that's what's the cool part. And I'm so excited that I got to come on your show for a couple times. And then I got to talk with Mike Briggs.
Right.
And got to talk with you. And then now I get to be a part of this family once a week with my show. And then also, we're collaborating with your show, the Read Report.
That's right. Yeah, it airs Fridays on Channel 53, and same kind of concept.
Yes.
We feature local businesses and what's cool and happening about Fresno, and it's just a nice way to feature people that maybe they wouldn't get the word out as easy with other stations. They can come on our shows, your show now, my show, Central Valley Talk, anytime. And, our interviews last anywhere from 10 to 15, sometimes 20 minutes. So you get to really know a person and their kind of taste on life. So
Definitely. Well, and I feel like their backstory too sometimes.
Yeah.
And I always feel like that's the most beautiful part is how did we get to this point? How you were just talking about like a couple months ago, Mike Briggs, and then now, we've got to meet each other, and it's just so neat to see the growth through everything. And I think that's what I really love about doing the interviews and collaborating with everyone is everyone's story and how they got there, and you really just get to know them as a person and then see the amazing work that they do in Central Valley, and that goes for you too, because
thank you.
if it wasn't for people like you, then the vendors, the small businesses, they wouldn't be able to get their name out. So thank you
thank
well.
you. Yeah. No, it's all Mike Briggs, really. I mean, he kind of carved this pathway to allow free speech, really, and the future is streaming. I mean,
Yes.
we know that, traditional broadcasting is dying. So it's not dead completely.
Yes.
But with Central Valley Talk, people can watch us anytime, anywhere, right on their phones. And you don't have to have a television per se. You don't have to have a radio to tune in. You just do it on your phone. So
Yeah, exactly. And that's through Facebook, YouTube, and the website as well.
yeah, CentralValleyTalk.com. Also on Instagram.
Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. So we're talking about like live streaming and where it's going.
Yeah.
So you and I, which I feel so old saying this right now. I'm like, do I say this right now? We both just joined TikTok.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And before I get into that, so I don't know if people have seen the one where the girl is like, for all the older people on TikTok that were born in the late 90s. So you're old now if you're born in the late 90s.
Wow.
I'm like, how old is this girl? Is she 15?
Right?
Because I'm like,
No, unfortunately
born in
not.
the late 90s.
I know.
I'm like, oh,
I know.
I'm 36. I didn't consider myself
Yeah. No, we're
quite
not
old yet.
We're
but
not old. Yeah.
so talk about how that is for you, because I know I have like my own things, and there are things that I am enjoying about it, but I am still figuring it out a little bit. So tell me some of like, some things that you're finding out, maybe some fun facts or funny things that you've seen on there.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. So when I first got it, I was super excited, right? And I didn't really understand the whole scrolling, and I didn't realize, because like on Facebook and Instagram, you generally speaking, you have to follow that person. You have to be friends with that person to see their content. Whereas TikTok, I mean, you don't have to be friends with the person. It just comes up on the feed to everybody in the world, So, I was really excited about that. But then I started seeing the videos, and to be honest, I'm like, is this a soft porn website? Because it's like, my goodness, it's like every other video I'm just being honest.
No, and I mean, yeah, but you got to pick the people that you follow too.
I know.
Because there are some good stuff, but I do know what you're saying sometimes. Now I feel like some people are gonna be rushing over to TikTok that don't have it right now. Okay.
I know.
But yeah, it's just like
It's weird.
It's a whole new thing, and maybe that's because we were born before the late 90s. I don't know.
I mean, I had a MySpace.
I know. Oh God. Why did you really just bring that up right
Yeah,
now?
I
'Cause
did.
now I'm
I
gonna
did.
feel
I
very
did.
dated.
It's ridiculous. I probably still have a MySpace. I
Oh
probably
my
have a
gosh.
picture of me and my ex on there.
Oh,
I don't know. I'd
so
have to take a
funny.
look.
I actually tried to search it the other day because I just wanted to see. I actually saw that on TikTok that she found her old pictures from MySpace, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is my profile still out there, floating around?
I'm sure it is. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so I tried to, I couldn't. So I'm hoping it's not out there, still floating around. Otherwise, that'll be fun.
Everybody go to myspace.com, type in Stephanie.
No, don't
I'm
tell
just
me.
kidding.
I'm like, I'm going to get you after this segment. Everyone check on Austin. No.
Right. Oh, man. You'll be disappointed.
So tell us real quick about the event on Saturday here in Tower, because I'm very excited to be here too.
Yeah, super stoked for this. So this is the first of hopefully many years to come. It's called Tower Porch Fest 2021, right? And a local guy, Jeremy Hofer, I think that's his last name, he really went to work organizing this, and Joshua Teehee from the Fresno Bee did a great article, and he posted, or he put it online, and of course it was in the newspaper as well, but it was the headline was, "This is exactly what Fresno needs after a year of the pandemic and people being stuck inside, and with the vaccines out now, and as you were just talking with your last guest about things are slowly opening up, neighbors, homes, and businesses, they are allowing musicians and artists and performers to take over their porch and perform for everybody that walks by. And here at Central Valley Talk, we're going to be, Mike Briggs has kindly opened up his porch to take part in Porch Fest. So come on out, 4 to 8 p.m. here at Olive and Van Ness. I'll be out there. Stephanie, you'll be out there.
Yes.
So come by, say hi, meet us. We'd love to meet you. And there's like 37 or 38 businesses / homes that are taking part in Porch Fest. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It starts at 10 a.m. It goes till around 8 or 9 p.m. all across the Tower District, not just on Olive or Van Ness or Fulton. I mean, we're talking about, all of the Tower District. So yeah, I think there's a cool interactive map. There's like an app that they made that you can download, and you can find more information on Facebook. Just type in Tower Porch Fest 2021. Download the app, and then you can see in real time which houses and businesses are taking part and who's performing. I know Mike Briggs here at Central Valley Talk, he's got like 4 people that are going to be performing. I think Mike will be playing as well. See, I'm not an artist. I'm not a musician, but I love art. But
I
so
will
yeah.
not be singing that day.
Yeah, me
so-
neither. Me neither.
And no one wants to hear that. But we will be interviewing.
You are an artist, though.
Well, I am an artist. I paint and I do photography. And I like to say, I believe all hairstylists are artists too through their work. Yeah. But I will be more out here supporting Tower and supporting the artists that are here that are just showing off their beautiful talents as far as music and art goes. I'm excited.
Yeah, and
this is my first one. They've done ones
this
like
is
this.
the first year ever.
Really?
Yeah, they've
I
never
thought
done
that they
this
had
before.
done maybe on a smaller level, just like a block thing. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, maybe I'm sure they've done like the block parties or whatever. But as far as this is the first annual Porch Fest.
Oh my
se.
gosh!
So yeah. We're hopefully this. Like I said, this will be a thing to come.
Yes.
Every single year, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And we're gonna be broadcasting live on CentralValleyTalk.com on Saturday, kind of throughout the event. I was hoping to have maybe if you go out and go to some businesses and then zoom in, I'll be here in the studio and we can kind of showcase.
Yeah, no, and we are going to definitely do that. Steven Sanchez is going to be here with me that day, and I was thinking a couple guests said they wanted to stop by, check us out, so I'll be out in the front doing that, and we can do some Zoom and do some lives too on our pages. And then also, also shoot me a message at @themethod_Fresno on Instagram if you have a business in Tower and you would love for us to come Zoom and give you an interview this Saturday while this is going on, because we would definitely love to do that and showcase, the different things that you have going on as well.
Great idea.
I love it.
Connect with us, yeah.
So let's tell everyone where they can find you.
Just hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. Give me a follow, sure. I've only got like 21 followers right now, but...
we just opened. You gotta start from somewhere. I mean, we're not gonna blow up on the first couple posts, right?
No, definitely not with my posts. I did a video of... fun fact...
Yes.
Here at Central Valley Talk, in the backyard, we've got a mascot. I'm calling him the Tower District mascot. His name is George. He's a tortoise, Mike Briggs tortoise, and he's like 90 years old. So I have a funny video of him eating shrubs or something. I don't know. So check it out.
I wish I could paint his shell.
You should. Well, ask Mike.
I want to paint a shell. I think it would look great, and that would be so
too.
Awesome. And he is a cool turtle. He needs something.
He's a great tortoise. I love him. But yeah, Austin Reed on air or Austin Reed now on any of the social media areas. And then, check out Central Valley Talk throughout the week. And then also the Reed Report on My 53, that's KMSG TV. And it's every Friday. Right now, it's Fridays at 11:59 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. But that's going to switch very soon to most likely Fridays at 8 a.m. So between Central Valley Talk streaming and traditional TV, which is still live, I'm everywhere. So and then very, very excited to be working with you here, and we'll do some big things together. So
yes,
double thumbs up. My daughters keep doing that. They're 5. They'll be 5 in May.
Aww.
And they've randomly, I don't know where they learned this. When they're happy, they go double thumbs up, and then when they're mad, double thumbs down.
I like it.
Yeah. Do your boys do any quirks?
I mean, they have all kinds of quirks. I'm trying to think, but I don't know. They're just funny. They say some funny jokes. I feel
Right.
like we need to have like a kids show
We
and get them
should.
on here. We should do like a talk show and ask them different questions. That would be fun.
Yeah, kids say the darndest things, Fresno version.
Yes, I would love it. Well, thanks again for coming
Yep.
on, Austin. I always appreciate our work together
Yep.
and so many more things to come. Definitely follow his page and definitely look for us on Saturday. We will be here from 4 to 8. Just, out here showcasing what Tower has and also what Central Valley Talk has to offer
right.
for all of you locals around here. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, but we will be back with my partner, Steven Sanchez, and he's got some big things that we're going to be talking about. Stay tuned.
When you get hungry, remember Barbecue Bob.
Location is 409 Fresno Street on the corner of Fresno and Jones on the Golden West side of Fresno. The phone number is 559-375-1259, and we invite you to come out. You will not be disappointed.
Cremation and burial planning. Simply speaking, we need to talk. Are your final wishes cremation or burial? The 3 most frequently asked questions about planning your cremation or burial plans are: 1. If my death occurred tomorrow, my funeral would be arranged by whom? 2. If my death occurred tomorrow, the money needed to pay for my funeral would come from where? And 3. If my death occurred tomorrow, I would expect my funeral to cost. Call today to set up a time to talk and pre-plan your final wishes. Call Ross Rice at 559-325-1201. Email Ross Rice at ross@riceinsbenefits.com or visit rossrice.myhomehq.biz.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
Cremation and burial planning. Simply speaking, we need to talk. Are your final wishes cremation or burial? The three most frequently asked questions about planning your cremation or burial plans are: 1. If my death occurred tomorrow, my funeral would be arranged by whom? 2. If my death occurred tomorrow, the money needed to pay for my funeral would come from where? And 3. If my death occurred tomorrow, I would expect my funeral to cost? Call today to set up a time to talk and pre-plan your final wishes. Call Ross Rice at 559-325-1201. Email Ross Rice at ross@riceinsbenefits.com or visit rossrice.myhomehq.biz.
Hi, guys, and welcome back to The Method. We are here with our last and final guest, and I'm so excited to actually introduce him because he is one of my first partners that The Method actually came upon. So, Stephen, welcome. So happy to have you on. I just want to say real quick before we get into it that one of the things that really attracted me to you as far as our work relationship is just so many things that you've done. I mean, between your book, you write articles, as well as you're an amazing photographer, awesome coworker, and you also are now doing some marketing.
Yes, I am. I just recently got hired to be it's a lengthy title. It's the social media content specialist for the Pines Resort and DuBois up at Bass Lake. So, yeah, I'm very excited about that endeavor.
Oh, I'm so excited too, and I can't wait to go up there and hopefully, there will be some collaborations there. If not, I'm going to be showing all of your stuff on the method because you're just amazing anyways. So tell me, I know you have some things coming up at Pines Resort. They're doing a lot.
Yes, I mean, we're trying to bring back everything. As a matter of fact, they sent me a script. That's right. We like to think ahead. We have everything scripted. We got a lot to look forward to for this upcoming May. On May 1st and the 2nd, we're going to have the Bass Lake Fishing Derby. We're going to bring that back. And then on May 7th through the 9th, we're going to have the Mother's Day Arts and Crafts Fair. So far, we have 15 vendors. And then on May 28th through the 31st, we're going to have the Labor Day Arts and Crafts Fair. And just to add a little tidbit of what we're going to be bringing back, very kind of excited to announce this, though, but the summer concert series, Bass Lake Live, will kick off around Memorial Day. We're going to continue selected through Thursdays throughout the summer until Labor Day. And in the works, in the plans, we have comedy nights, the 4th of July barbecue, and some other family-friendly events. So.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, I'm going to be up there in some of those because I'm going to have to get behind the scenes on that so we can also put it on the Read Report as well. So you just started with them.
Yes, I did.
But tell us about how you guys actually connected and how this role came up, because this isn't your guys' first connection.
Oh, no. Well, for right now, it kind of is, though. But how I got introduced to Pines was they were looking for people. So, obviously the pandemic happened. That was my livelihood. Concerts, stand-up comedy shows. And then once 2020 hit.
Yeah,
yeah.
I know.
That went down in the what. So I had to find other ways of income. And then I came across a post on social media that said Pines Resort is looking for some social media people. And I saw that. I was like, okay, I'll give them a holler. And I sent them my work. And all of a sudden I got a call back saying, we like what we hear. You want to, talk it over and stuff like that. So went up there. Nice commute. Right now in the spring, the commute from here to Bass Lake is absolutely amazing. It is very scenic. So the ride up there was great, and talked to them, and they were like, oh my gosh, we like her stuff. And then all of a sudden there was a little, light bulb. The guy who I talked to, the general manager, Mark, him and his family run the Pines, and he was like, oh wait, you're Stephen Sanchez. And I was like, yeah. He was like, wait, you're the one that wrote the article about Bass Lake and the film The Great Outdoors. For those of you, speaking of you and Austin talking about born before the late 90s, there was a movie that came out in the late 80s that had two comedic giants. It was John Candy at the time and Dan Aykroyd, very huge in the 80s. They did a movie called The Great Outdoors.
Love that movie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. One of my favorites.
No, it's hilarious. It was written by John Hughes, the guy who did Breakfast Club and Home Alone. It was filmed there in Bass Lake, and it was filmed there at DuBois and at Pines. So I kind of did a little retrospective on it because I was like, no one's ever talked about it. I was like, how is it that a well-known movie in the Central Valley got made, but no one wrote about it? So, last year I had not much to do. So I was able to hit up, different people who had worked there now and previously before when the movie was made. And it turned out to be a really good article. And Mark was like, as a matter of fact, you're not going to believe this though, but any time that, tourists or people who don't know the Bass Lake area want to know more information about Pines, we send them the link to that article. I was like, so this whole time you guys were, using my article as a way to get you guys talking about the Pines? He was like, yeah, it was very informative, stuff like that. I was like, all right, well, technically that was my shoe-in into, helping me get the job. So what was just meant to be an article just to take up time ended up being my shoe-in to a greater opportunity working for the Pines.
That's really the great thing is, honestly, you never know things that you do how it's going to lead to something else.
No, exactly.
And that's what I really love about, especially our industry, as far as like different places that we work with, different events, all the local businesses. You never know who you're going to meet and what it's going to lead to. And I just think that's so awesome. I want to applaud you for that, because I know what it's like coming out of 2020, especially being a hairstylist. So I get you.
No, exactly, 100%.
So awesome. So let's talk about some of the other things that we're doing, because I'm really excited to go somewhere this Saturday before our big tower event that we'll be doing. And let's talk about the Harmony House.
That's right. Again, for those of you that don't know, there's a place in the Tower District. It's called the Harmony House. It's owned by local musician, local composer, pianist Gina Lene. Her Harmony House is used as a venue for live performances, concert performances, meetings, conventions, a little bit of a date night, and they also have an Airbnb in their backyard. So with her hosting that, it's a very nice little scenic area, as you could tell from the photos. Swimming pool, a cabana, Las Vegas status, and everything else. So it's a very nice looking house indoor. And the exterior is amazing. And I got the chance to talk to her, and we want to help promote the Harmony House and her music. Same thing with her. Again, another person who was unfortunately affected by the pandemic. So we're getting the chance to talk to her this Saturday and talk about ways that we could help, put the Harmony House out there, because it's a very, very great venue for, like I said, anything, for travel, for performances, for meetings, for a date night. I mean, anything you want.
Photo shoots?
Yes, photo shoots. Oh my.
Events,
yeah, as a
right?
photographer, I thought that would be the first thing I'd say. Yes, thank you so much. Yes.
That's why
Photo
we're
shoots.
partners, because we think of things the other person doesn't think of,
whatever
right?
I forget, you fill in the blanks. Yes. So it's just an all-around great house, and she's an all-around just great musician, great person. So we can't wait to start working with her and find out ways that we could help put the Harmony House back out there.
Well, I am very excited to go with you this Saturday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go on Thursday, but this Saturday I get to go because the pictures that you sent me, oh my gosh, beautiful.
I was just snapping away. It was her. It's her project, and when I mean project, it literally was a project. She was showing me videos of a few years ago when she was just working on, her and her husband were working on it, and literally built it from the ground up. Like, it was not what it is right now. I'm talking about literally, she showed me the concrete, the walls, the sinks were not in. Like, it was literally a project. Those HD TV shows, like, it was literally, I'm like, oh my God, it went from that to this. So this whole thing really is her baby.
Oh my gosh. You're going to have to, drag me out of there, because I feel like I'm going to be in heaven from those pictures already. You know me in aesthetics and, decorating.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, what?
No, I told her that the moment I saw the colors, the moment that I saw the style, the interior and the exterior, I was like, my associate is going to love this place. It's unfortunate she couldn't be here, but this Saturday, yes, when she comes here, yes, we're going to have to drag her out here, because she's going to love this area.
Probably every corner of it. But I'm so excited to go on Saturday. Yeah. And I'm also excited that you're going to be with me this Saturday out in Tower. We're going to be promoting Central Valley Talk, as well as the artists and the different musicians that are going to be on the porch here at Central Valley Talk. Once again, too, let us know. Reach out to @themethod_Fresno if you'd like to highlight your porch and what artists you have, or also your business and what you have going on. I'm excited as well to get our photos and videos out, kind of jumping here from event to event, but Beyond the Wine.
Yes.
You were there with me on Saturday, and
Amazing.
We did behind the scenes. We talked to vendors. Real quick, just tell me, how that really affected you, what you really got out of it, and what you're looking forward to in the future.
Well, I was just glad that there was an event going on where I got to see people. I got to see civilization.
Right?
I saw music, then I saw people, then I saw vendors, I saw food, I saw music. I was like, there was a time in 2020 where I was like, when are we going to see this again? And now that it was here, I was like, oh my God. I mean, literally getting the chance to record, I was like, I need to not only record this for Steph, but I need to record this for myself. Like, is this really happening? Like, no, seriously, it was just great.
Are we in a dream?
Yeah, exactly.
Is this real right now?
You stepped into the Twilight Zone. I was like, really going from not doing anything in the lockdown, now all of a sudden hearing, people playing, Love Roller Coaster, people dancing, people drinking, getting a little, tipsy, and you got to see the whole Central Valley mountainside as the view. No, really, that was the view. And I'm just like, this is absolutely amazing. And
It's kind of euphoric at this point. And
It is.
you know what? Okay, so obviously I loved talking to everyone, going around to each vendor, doing our interviews, taking our pictures, seeing all the cute dogs. We have a cute dog video that we'll be
Yes, we
putting out
do.
soon too, which I'm excited about. But I also loved, so at the end, they were so great, and they actually gave us, we got to try one of their beers, and because we're all done, they're like, have a seat, enjoy this view, enjoy the music. And we actually got to do that at the end, and I just sat there and took it in, because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so my vibe, and it's
Exactly.
coming back, thank God.
For sure, exactly.
Because I can't live in the world of 2020. I
Never
don't think
again.
anyone can,
No,
but man,
never,
I'm loving where
never.
we're going.
No, exactly.
Well, I'm so glad that you came on, Stephen, finally, because I've been talking about you on every appearance that I've done. So it's amazing that on my first show, you got to be one of my guests. Only right?
No, for sure.
Only fitting for how we're partnering together.
Exactly.
One more shout out, though, before I do wrap this up. I almost forgot, and I can't believe I did, because I've been carrying it around everywhere with me. And this is the book that Stephen actually wrote. And there is a lot of great pictures, a lot of great bands in here. This is all behind the scenes on what he has done. I mean, talk about a resume or a portfolio. It's all right here. And this is one of the reasons why I feel honored to work with you. So thank you once again.
Of course.
We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Just want to touch base on a few things. With our first guest from Beyond the Wine, we did mention a giveaway that we are going to be doing and how we're collaborating. So we will be rolling this out, and please stay tuned to the method_Fresno on Instagram. That is where we are going to release that, and that will be next week. We're going to be doing a Mother's Day giveaway, and what we're going to do is first you're going to start off with a makeover. Since I've been a hairstylist for 16 years, I'm actually going to be the one doing it, so we're going to do a full color and cut and style. After that, you're going to set up your private photo shoot, which can be by yourself, with friends, or family. And that is going to be with Urban Eye Photography. Saturday the 8th is actually when we're going to celebrate you and the amazing woman that you are. And we're going to wine and dine you with our first ever VIP seating at Beyond the Wine on the Bluffs. And the Method is actually going to be hosting the VIP seating for you, as well as you're going to be served drinks, and you are also going to get some really good food by Salvadorian's Sizzle Grill. So please stay tuned for that, because we are going to be hooking you up with that pretty soon. And don't forget to go onto Instagram. The first 20 followers to follow the Method_Fresno and Beyond the Wine North are going to get hooked up with some free tickets for our event this Saturday on the Bluffs. Thanks, guys, for tuning in for our very first show ever. Can't wait to get back to you next week. All right. Enjoy your weekend.